Hello, Rob from Test Valley Triffids. I'm just going to talk very briefly about Sarracenia dormancy in the winter of 2021-22. Yeah, as you can see, I mean, these plants, these Sarracenias, purchased towards the back half of 2021, and we have not had a hard winter here in the UK so far. It's been lowest, I think the lowest temperature we've had is about -1 degrees C, and as you can see, these plants are actually, there's still a new picture here. This is just opened this last week, so the plants aren't really going dormant. I'm trying to keep the temperature in the greenhouse as low as possible, but the plants aren't particularly going dormant. Now, I have been cutting back a little bit because I don't want to encourage any botrytis, grey mould. So stuff like this picture here, it goes brown. When you see a plant, a Sarracenia picture that's gone brown, the best thing to do is cut it back in stages. Now, with a small collection like this, that's quite easy to do. You just get a pair of secateurs and snip off the brown bits. But when you have a larger collection, that can be quite a laborious, time-consuming thing to do. So you may wish to wait until you've got several dead pictures, brown pictures, that you just hack right off. So yeah, it's an interesting winter this year. I've grown carnivorous plants for many years, and I've just got back into it this year, so I'm looking forward to growing these and potting them on, which will be happening very soon, and I will do a video about that. I'll just show you a brief example over here. We've got a Sarracenia leucophila. Now, as you can see, the picture is still pretty good. Now, with red pictured Sarracenias, it can be quite easy to miss the dead pictures. Now, you can see this one here I've cut back already to, if you like, green or healthy growth, but there is a picture here which is quite clearly dead, and I missed that one when I did my trimming earlier. So what I'm going to do is cut this back. If you can see, that's quite dead right down to about there, so I'm going to snip that off down there with a pair of secateurs, so it's not dead material that's sitting there attracting botrytis, i.e. grey mould. When you get the grey fuzzy mould on this, that can obviously spread to healthy parts of the plants if you leave it for too long. And things like this Drosera filiformis here, I mean, as you can see, the hibernacula, the winter resting bud, that is quite tight. These green leaves are dying back, and we've got dead insects and bits of grey mould already appearing on there. So I'm going to cut these back to healthy tissue so that we eliminate any risk of grey mould spreading. You can use fungicides, but I never have in all the years that I've grown carnivorous plants, never had any need to. What you've got to watch out for is things like this, say for example this Sarracenia rubra. It's quite a tight plant, it forms very dense clumps, and you want to get all the sort of dead out of the centre of the plant, because that's where the growing point is, it's where the rhizome is, and things in there. You don't want botrytis in there, because that can really lead to some damage and harm to the plant. So you want to get all the dead stuff out of your Sarracenias. I'll show you this one over here. This is another one. As you can see, there is some dead in there which I shall trim out just to eliminate any risk of grey mould. So that's dormancy at the moment, and it's January 2022, and the plants are still actually fairly green. I'm not saying they're looking spectacular at this time of the year, but I would have expected to see a lot more dieback at this stage. So kind of hoping for a little bit of colder weather, just to help things along a bit, so the plants get a proper winter dormancy, and next year, well, this year 2022, the plants will flower better with a decent bit of dormancy. So thanks very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye.